What's up? What's the word?
We go get into our Chicago artist 2024 on the watch list. We finally dropped it. We took the. This is almost 2025.
We dropped it. We was a little late this year.
We was a little late this year, but I think the list turned out pretty. It turned out pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like I like the artist that was on it. It was a nice mixture. I like the fact that we able to provide our audience with some new sounds. You know what I mean? So how you feel
Yeah.
about it?
I think it was probably the most diverse artist, like a diverse group of artists that we picked. Um, yeah, like people like BB Subi that got like that rock and roll, like rock star undertone to her music. Like I think she's dope. It was a lot of people that I feel like we probably could have put on another list too. Like could have put on a list before, but I'm glad y'all made it.
How do you feel about the people that's always every year that be like, yo, I ain't make the list and sending death threats and want to go on Twitter rants and stories?
Man, y'all need to. First off, I don't. How do I say this without getting in trouble? I need a shirt that say, "How do I say this without getting in trouble?" I appreciate the people that see they homies on the list and they just leave it at that. Like, dang, I'm glad that my homie made the list. But the people that be like, y'all, wow, I should have been on the list and just because they homies on the list and they not, I feel like that's a little inconsiderate. Like, don't take away from your homie shine and work harder.
I respect that take. I respect
Yeah,
that
I
take.
feel like it's a little slap in the face if you mad about something that I got because you feel like you should have got it.
How do you feel about how do you feel about the order? Like, do you get any like feedback, or do you feel like artists should care about the order where they was ranked on the list?
I feel like we started it saying that like the order really doesn't matter, but also we know that we put people in like at least the number 1, 2, and 3 spot are kind of like definite. Like those are like the top artists that we've been looking at. But other than that, I feel like the rest of the ranking ain't really like, except for last year when we had the People's Choice ranking and CCBKE won. But that was based off the community. She got a dope community. She got people that actually support her. But yeah, like I feel like 1, 2, and 3 are like definite. Those are like ranks. Like you should care if you 1, 2, and 3. But all the other ones, it's like you just real good. You on our radar. How you feel about it?
I think it works out in his favor. I do think over the year, this was year 6, right? We've been doing this since 2018. I want to say the rankings, like I said, rankings you really don't can't really matter how you gonna do. Like, cause I say like Juice WRLD was number 6 in 2018, and for everybody be like, how
He
was
was
Juice?
like the biggest
Y'all didn't
artist in the
even
world at one
yeah,
point.
yeah, but no one when we put the list out, no one knew who he was. Can't look at the time, Juice when we dropped that list, Juice had like 2,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no one knew who he was. Valet was number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was number 1 on the list, and he had the notoriety, he had the music, he had the just had the Kanye West and good music cosign, so he was projected to do good. So I think Cowboy was like number 7,
Cowboy was like 7 or
7 or
8.
8. Yeah, no one knew who he was. You know what I mean? And he didn't really take off until tail end of the year when Infamy dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like even with like MAF Tski, I think he made it in like 2020. Like 2020, he made the list in like 2020.
And we had hella comments. People was like, "Why y'all ain't put T-Ski on the list?" It's like we've been put T-Ski on the list.
Yeah, we've been up on Tski. It
Yeah.
just Tski just blossomed 3, 4 years later. But we was already on him. We seen the talent. We seen the work. So I don't know. I think it's just the numbers never can really project like how good somebody gonna do. But I think most artists should just be thankful that they on the list. Because I remember there's one specific artist. I ain't gonna say no names, but bro, you know what I'm saying? He took
Bro.
he took a podcast to, you know what I mean, to kind of like his position and like, yo, if you gonna put me at the bottom level on the list, might as well don't put me on there. And this is actually an artist that I actually like and I listen to. So, and I say this to say like I don't think no matter where you get placed at, that is an audience. Our audience is what right now at 300,000 digitally all across all platforms. You have so many people that don't know
Over
you.
a million impressions
Over a million
per
impressions.
month.
So it's like, yo, it's so many
That hurt.
people that's about to watch you and be like, yo, who is this? You know what I'm saying? So many A&Rs and record labels, execs that follow our pages. It's like, yo, no matter what list, no matter what number you was at, you should be thankful that you on it.
Yeah, and people hit us personally. Like I just had Fathom just hit me about Star Bands.
Oh yeah, he wanted the record.
Yeah, he want the record, and I sent him over the record. So it's like little stuff like that. Like you get DJs in a whole nother coast that's hitting us up for people that's on the list. But I will say, if you are going to on the list and you gonna go on the platform and talk crazy about our list, make sure you say what's the word TV when you say our name. Don't say them or that list. What's the word? Thank you.
Yeah, at us this time.
Yeah, at us, at me. Say BREE. Say my name.
Yeah. We need them clicks too.
Okay, I want people to know. Who that girl? Me.
This production costs.
Me and Cody. Send them right on over here, yo. We'll leave you off the list too. Come on.
But no, shout out to all artists on the list. You know what I'm saying? If you had to pick your top three, your specific top three. And before we get to that, I want to say too, I want to say shout out to the staff too, because as we've been growing this What's the Word thing, we've been bringing the staff on here. And this is like me and BREE usually pick. It first started off with just me picking them, then me and BREE started picking them together. And then this year, like a lot of the artists that's on the list got put on my radar because of our staff.
Not a lot of them.
It was a few. It was a few.
It was a good amount though. It was
that I didn't
amount.
know. Like I ain't gonna say the names, but it was a few of them that was like, I'm like, I ain't. Actually,
I didn't
number
know
three,
about.
Kalia.
I put you on the Kalia.
But they put it on that sheet. That's how I found her.
I been put you on Kalia.
All right, cool.
But I ain't taking away from y'all. Yeah. But Fatboy Golf for sure. I didn't know who he was. Y'all definitely
Chris
put
and
me.
Nike
Chris and Nike definitely put me on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know Fatboy Golf. He was following me for a while, but I didn't know who he was.
I don't know nobody. THF. I know that come from you because I don't be knowing.
Yeah,
they got a whole THF Illinois. Okay, it's not even Chicago.
Almost made the list. THF Lil Law almost made the list last year, but I think he's probably like the most. He probably has the most upside. I won't say he's the most talented on the list, but he has the most upside out of all the artists on the list.
Yeah, but
go ahead. You should say.
No, our people did do a good job with sending new artists for us to check out for sure. So shout out to y'all, man. Also, I want to shout out Thought Poet. I had hit him up about like, hey, is there any artists that I might want to get privy to? He gave me a couple artists and real ones. So shout out to Ben and them too.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Don't Be Late. Follow their platform. I be watching a lot of artists.
Y'all need to follow Don't Be Late.
The Chicago Wave, and this is all like just a media family. Like we all like send each other stuff, we tag each other and stuff. Like I pay attention, we follow each other. So shout out to all the media out here that's covering Chicago, that's covering underground, that's putting everybody on. Shout out. And
it's a lot of media that don't be wanting to work together. I don't understand that. Like, what's the word? We like to work with people. So if y'all want to collab,
Chris, I'm gonna ask you this because Chris, you on the streets. Wouldn't you say we do a good job of collaborating with other brands as of recent?
Yeah. I say we do.
Okay. All right.
Somebody, yeah.
Because you be in the streets. I want to know what the streets be saying about us. Keep it a buck. What the streets be saying about us?
Keep it a buck. I say we do a good job at promoting. I think more artists want to see like more music.
Can we see Chris?
More promotion from
y'all ain't know we had that, did y'all? We got that now.
But no, I think more artists would want to see more promotion, like as far as music and like as far as trying to do interviews, things like that, or like just shout outs or story write ups, things like that. But other than that, it's a good platform. That's
why y'all gotta follow us, the Buzz.
Yeah, you get on that for free. But if you do want some promo,
hit us up.
There's ways to do that too. A little money on. Shout out to MFT. But all right though. But
Oh my God.
if you had to choose your top three as we move on from this topic, if you had to choose your top three on the list, who would your top three be?
Shoot, I gotta look at the list. Go first.
All right, my top three that I feel like that's gonna
I know two.
to watch this year. I say THA for Lil Law. I think Lil Law is gonna have a great year. Damn, I gotta look at the list too. Shit.
Right. Don't pull. You should have told me we was gonna answer this question.
You know you go into the creature.
Mass. Okay, so your one is THF Lil Law. My one for sure is Kalia.
I like Khalil. I like her a lot.
Your number two.
My number two. I'm trying to pull out the full.
My number two would be Star Bands.
Okay, that's a good pick. If I had to pick it, I'm gonna pick Lil Law. I'm gonna pick Fatboy Golf, and then I am going to pick.
You gotta pick one like underdog.
I love Casino Trail.
Really?
I love Casino Trail.
I love Tree Nobi.
I like him too. I like him a lot. But all right, so I see your Star Bands pick, right? What I like about Star Bands is that she's young and she already cultivated her crowd and her following. So the talent is there, the look is there, the branding is getting there. All she is just one like trendy hit away.
That's all she needs.
She's one hit away. So I like that about Star Bands. I don't know if you can't really gauge when that's gonna happen.
I feel like we can never gauge when it's gonna happen with people.
Never.
Like you said earlier, a lot of the artists that we put on, when they do get put on, sometimes it be like 2 years after, or like the end of that year going into the next year. But I like Star because she doesn't give me like she is younger, but she don't give me I want to be grown.
Right.
Like she literally just rapped. Like she be rapping. She be about the raps.
I say when you looking at Star Bands, you're really paying attention to like the youth.
Yeah.
It's like when Keith came out, right? So it's like when you wanted to know what the youth in Chicago was, you kind of looked at Keith and them and you like, this is what's going on right now. So when I look at Star Bands, it's like, yo, this is the youth. It's like she's not trying to be like nobody. This is like this is the new generation wave of the youth. So that's why I like her.
Yeah.
It's tough, like, but I think Casino Trail got the Casino Trail.
He can rap.
I think he
has a look too.
He's to me, Casino Trail got what it takes to be the biggest star on this list.
The biggest star?
Yes.
Out of everybody on this list.
I feel like Casino Trail is gonna be the biggest star. I feel like he can rap so he can actually make music. He has a look so he can be branded. Like, no homo, I feel like girls are like him. That's gonna be one of them. He got the swag. And he different coming out and he got a voice.
But I've been hearing about Casino Trail for a minute, so what you feel like is missing?
It's like it's the same thing with a lot of these bar spitters that we got in the city. Like, there's no real outlet for them to get heard. Like, the DJs don't really play, because you can't play it in the club or the party or the kickback. Mm-hmm. The DJs don't play it on the radio. Mm-hmm. So they have to do the thing where they have to build their cult following. They have to build the following. Like the South, like you have to build the following. And that takes a look at Skins. Fly Skins to me is probably the hardest rapper in Chicago right now when it comes from spitting.
Yeah.
But he can't really take off like that because, you know what I'm saying? He can't really take off like that because, like, where you gonna hit it? Who's gonna play it?
You just play it in your car right now, like you're driving.
Right, but you ain't gonna, like,
not for the masses.
Yeah, you gotta do like music for the women and like that.
So would you honestly? I feel like if Skins did start, like, you know how T Grizzly got that song with Chris Brown and Mariah the Scientist. Like, if he did, I feel like if Skins was to put out like a song for the ladies, he'll hit.
Yeah, and then everybody just go check out the rest of his catalog.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my thing with Casino Trail. I think Casino Trail got what it takes to be the biggest star on this list. Yeah, everybody else just.
I like Up at 2.
Up at 2.
I just want more music, cause I've been singing "Why Lie, Why Try" over and over again. I need some more music. Yeah. That's it. I just need some more music, and I feel like he has the branding part down. Like, there's a lane. Like, I think he knows who he is as an artist. So yeah, I rock with Up at 2.
I feel the same way about I had a blank moment. Casino Cash's Tape.
Yeah. Um,
I think Cassius Tate, I like his brand as well.
I like that he's always working.
Yeah, he went to Africa and stuff.
He went to Africa. Rico went to Africa too. Shout out to the list makers that went to Africa, man.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
You just be saying stuff.
But no, and I think it's another, and I'm glad how you like you pinpointed that, because I think one of the dopest things about this list was that one of the dopest thing about the list was that we did it like it's 24. We did it. If everybody's paying attention, the brand behind it was significant to like Kobe. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that we chose is people that just been working. So a lot of times you made the list like he was working, like somebody like Rufus Sims, like a dope MC. But like I didn't. Did you know that Rufus Sims was behind that purple box?
Yeah.
Like he's working.
But we're cool. Like he from the West Side, so that's my boy. That's how I knew that.
Damn, that took him off the list saying that shit.
Please don't be a hater all your life.
Muna Ike, I like him a lot. From O Block, like I think he got like, to be honest with you, like Tay Savage, Fendi the rapper, she already had the hit single, but it's like.
So do you feel like Fendi should have been in a higher position because she had Point Me to the Sluts with Cardi?
I feel like the fact that that record came out almost a year ago, and Fendi the rapper still trying to figure it out. It kind of just lets you know that the potential was there, but it ain't all the way there yet. What it's like,
She just hasn't hit where she for herself.
Just it's like, because we wouldn't even the masses wouldn't even know the record if it wasn't for Cardi. You know what I'm saying?
It was kind of
it went trendy.
What you gotta say, Chris? Come on, Chris. Tag me in that.
Chris, he switched himself.
I
heard y'all gotta see me. Come on, Chris. What's up?
So this is what I'm gonna say, right? I feel like I feel like she should be personally higher
than 6.
Yeah, we gotta because we gotta what we basing it off on, right? Like the community, the fan support, and all of that, and like the listens. Like you see, like the turn up of it, right? Like you go to her page, like her views, her like monthly listeners, like all of that stuff is like higher than some of the people that's higher than her. So based off that,
it's higher than all the people that's higher than her.
Is that off of Fendi the rapper, or is that from the Cardi B and the Glorilla cosign?
It's from both of those.
I don't think it's solely from that though, because I also feel like Point Me to the I was going to say the wrong word. Point Me To was a hit before Cardi got on.
It was. It started trending, but the song was out like almost 2 years ish.
And sometimes it take that long.
Before it was out. So this is what I'm saying. Like a lot of us, even locally, wouldn't have found out who Fendi the rapper was until Cardi got on that record. A lot of, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Like we all in media. We all now, Chris. You in the streets. You in the streets. Your perspective on a lot of things is different because you're like on ground level in the streets, right?
Facts.
So you get a
stop letting him tell you in the streets. That's actually so,
like crazy.
That's good. Like he's moving.
He don't just be in the streets.
No, I'm just saying. He be everywhere.
But I get you.
Yeah, stop doing that. Like trying to make it seem like I'm downplaying my man. It's like, nah, he's out he's in the mix. Like I'm gonna put it that way. You be more on a mix on that level, right? Mm-hmm. So you get to see things as a bubble. And that's not mentioned enough when we start talking about the elements of hip hop. Like no one ever mentions the camera people. Like the camera people, like they break people just as much as the DJs.
Facts.
But you see a lot of stuff from the ground up, right? So you could probably be like, okay, this is what it is. But for the masses of us, a lot of us didn't even know who Fendi was until we got the call that Cardi was in Chicago shooting a video at No More Heroes. And to this day, like
I will also say, I think that Fendi, even though I don't Point Me To is not even my favorite song by Fendi. And I really wasn't too privy on, like I knew about it, but I was like, it's alright. But then, of course, Cardi got on it, and Cardi did go crazy on her verse. But I also feel like Fendi put that song out in that wave of like when everybody was trying to do juke music. And I think it speaks volumes that her song actually kind of transcended over, opposed to like other people that was trying to do get down, little mama, let me rap.
Oh, so
over
that's
it.
considered a juke track?
I feel like it was.
I think it started off as that though. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's in that same realm, but like I think the sound of it is so different. That's
Yeah.
what made
That's
people
what made it
gravitate.
transcend over.
Okay.
So I think that speaks volumes to just the whole origin of the song in itself.
Well, at the end of the day, I like y'all points, and I'm gonna just say shout out to Fendi the rapper. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
she doing what she do.
She's
She
one of the
doing what she
artists
do.
that didn't care about what she was at on the list. She shared the post,
Appreciate you, girl.
unlike few people we know, but we ain't gonna get into them people.
Hey. What's up? What's